Inspired Living. I'm Rina. Today, I am so excited to do this thing because finally I am able to present to you my UK haul, English fine bone china. Yes, the boxes that we have been opening the past days, and now they are stored here in some other areas in our house. Okay, I have a showroom at the first floor of our office building, which is quite far from our new home now. So my husband built that. I mean, from our office building, they emptied out the whole first floor for my showroom. And our office building is just near our old house in Town and Country. But because we moved, it's really so very far for me. And so I have not been able to fix or decorate the so-called showroom, but all my narra or refurbished furniture are displayed there. The display cabinets, buffet tables, dining sets, sala sets, all vintage narra, all refurbished, but I haven't been there. So even though how much I would want to display my fine bone china collections for reselling there in my showroom, I can't travel there. It's just too far for me. It would be very taxing to my body. But if there are buyers who would like to visit the showroom to check on the furniture that they are buying, of course I invite them there by appointment, and my assistant Jen will be attending to them because unfortunately I can't go. So now we have displayed the English fine bone china collection, tea sets, dinner sets in one of these display cabinets that I'm selling. Actually, this is vintage, custom-made mahogany refinished in Duco. Yes, Duco finish, and this is also for sale. But I had it brought here from my showroom to display the English fine bone china collection. Now, we have displayed here this Paragon tea set. This is vintage Paragon fine bone china tea set, and this is the teapot. It is the same like the spode blue Italian, but this one is quite cute. I think this is 4 teacup capacity, and I like it because look at the design. There are exotic birds on a branch with beautiful flowers. This is the teapot for the beautiful Paragon set. Look at the accent, the gold accent around there. And then it's decorated with exotic birds and on a branch and flowers. That is the teapot. Curio, look at that beautiful bird. That is supposed to be what? A hummingbird? Yes, it's a beautiful hummingbird inside of the teacup. And there again, exotic bird on a branch with beautiful flowers. And look at that trimming. Look at the trimming of the saucer and the tea plates. This is just so beautiful. It's a very beautiful set, and it's vintage. All right. So this tea set comes with the sugar and creamer and a beautiful cake plate. Look at that cake plate, the eared cake plate with the gold accent, like shell, seashell on either end. It's just so beautiful. It's a beautiful tea set, and this is for sale on my online store, Zoe Home. On this shelf, this is Royal Stafford Rose Bow. It's called Rose Bow pattern, and this is T for 2. Look at the pattern. The illustration, it's watercolor painting of beautiful roses and wildflowers. There's also there a tulip. It's all around the teacup. It goes around the teacup. And then we have the saucer and the tea plate with gold gilt all around. This is just, you know, this is vintage, all vintage, but they are unused. So this is the teapot for the rose bow pattern from Royal Stafford. Oh, that's the cute lid with the watercolor painting of pink roses. And look at the tip, the spout. Okay, and the design is front and back. Front and back. This is T42. It comes also with the sugar and creamer. Now I have 4 teacup trios of this Adderley teacup and saucer, and I like the design. I'm always attracted to, you know, scattered flowers, dainty flowers scattered all around the teacup and saucer. So it comes with a tea plate, and it's from Adderley. The gold gilding is so intact, it's so vibrant. On the bottom shelf is one of my personal favorites, and it's my first time to import this pattern. It's from Booths, and it's called Real Old Willow. So it's a combination of blue and white and gold. I think for me, I like this better than the blue Italian from Spode, because that one doesn't have gold, whereas this one, it is rich in gold accent. Okay, so this is the teapot for the Booths Real Old Willow. And look at the lid there with embossed flowers around. And I just like the gold trimming of this pattern. The blue and white chinoiserie there with the birds. It's a beautiful teapot. This is the teacup trio. This is the teacup and saucer. And it comes with the, you know, this is a quite big tea plate. It's really a salad plate, which sometimes I prefer this size of a tea plate. It's just so elegant. And look at the inside of the teacup. So this is another new favorite of mine, but I'm selling them. This is the milk jug or creamer and the sugar bowl. So this tea set is really complete, but I noticed that I think I forgot to add a cake plate or sandwich plate. So that's what I'm going to do. I have this. It's an oval platter which you can use to serve pasta or sandwiches or other desserts. Vintage EB Foley fine bone china, and the pattern is called Broadway. Okay, so the teacup is a footed teacup with flowers and branches all around, with the trimming there inside of the rim of the cup. And look at the saucer and the tea plate. There is a pheasant. Is it a pheasant bird? It's an exotic bird. There at the center. It's a beautiful pattern, and it's called Broadway from EB Foley. Vintage from England. And this trio is from Newtown, England, fine bone china, England. And you know what? This is designed with 22 karat gold chintz around the rims. And look at that gold band there on the teacup handle. And you know what? I like this set because it is so unique. Instead of flowers, these are fruits. And look at the painting of the fruits. Very vibrant. And this is vintage Collingwood soup cups. So this is a pretty soup cup from Collingwoods with a saucer. And it's decorated with gold chintz. Look at the gold chintz and flowers. And the colors are still very vibrant. It's like new. Now this is Ashley fine bone china from England. And it's also decorated with 22 karat gold. This is a party set since it's missing its teapot, but it comes with 4 teacup trios, 1 sugar, 1 creamer, and a cake plate. But look at the gold chintz. It's 22 karat gold chintz featuring crinoline lady. So you call that the pink crinoline lady. This trio is from Tuscan, England. It's fine bone china. And the pattern is called Provence. All right, that is the design. With, you know, those classic elements. Very Victorian. I just like this design, this kind of designs. It reminds me of Royal Albert Lady Hamilton, although this one is in magenta, gold and magenta accents. So this is Tuscan, England. This is vintage, really, really vintage. The gold gilding is not intact anymore, but it still looks so lovely, so elegant. And this is the trio from Duchess, England, and the pattern is called Rosamond. Rosamond, okay. It is like, it's similar to the EB Foley that I just presented, and also the Tuscan, but this is from Duchess, and the pattern is Rosamond. This is Radford's Fenton, England, fine bone china, teacup trio. And look at that, this is hand painted with the solid gold gilt. And this is the saucer and the tea plate. Flowers on a very light cream background. The gilding, the gold gilding is solid. It's vintage from Radford's and Fenton, England. Now what I have here is a very lovely vintage teacup trio from Wedgwood. And the pattern is called Canterbury. This is very unique and rare. You cannot find them nowadays. It's not that common anymore. It's very rare. Look at the inside of the teacup. So there is another exotic bird there. I think that's a peacock, yeah. There's a peacock perched on a branch, and those are beautiful peony flowers. And this is the teacup and saucer. Look how beautiful is that. Whenever there's a bird on a design, on a pattern, I really favor it. A trio from Tuscan, England, And it features flowers and birds again because I really like birds on the pattern. Look at the center. So there's a bird there on the saucer and on the plate at the center. This is from Tuscan England and it's usually hand painted. There's just one trio of this, so it's just so unique. This beautiful mint green tea set with a thick gold band and large rows inside of the teacups. These are from Wayfair, England, and it features 22 karat gold accent. So the mint green color or shade of this tea set is so refreshing to the eyes, and the roses are just so large. They are inside of the teacups, and it is fluted rims. All the teacups and the saucers, tea plates, and even the cake plate are all fluted. This is another curio cabinet that I am selling. It is vintage narra, and I am just using now to display this newly arrived fine bone china tea set collection from England. So we are going to feature again what's in here. Okay, so I have here at the top shelf, it's Paragon tree of cashmere. That's the pattern, and it's very lovely pattern. But I think I need to complete it first. I have a complete tea set, but it's needing a cake plate. This tree of cashmere is my very first time to import. It's really beautiful. I find it really beautiful. And then I have an assortment of vintage teapots here and this one is a very, oh my, really lovely Dakin, England. Dakin? I'm not sure. Dakin fine bone china from England. Look at the roses, the magenta roses. They're just so big. I am going to feature them outside so you can clearly see them. So it's a party set. It's missing a teapot because it's vintage, but the gold band, the gold gilding is very intact. It's solid. The inside of the teacups features this large magenta roses. It's so elegant, so beautiful. You will love this set. This shelf is a complete tea set. Here, this one from Paragon, and it's called Country Lane. The pattern is called Country Lane, and it's complete. It's vintage, but it's very in pristine condition. It's unused with a very exquisite teapot over there and an eared cake plate. And then here at the bottom is an assortment of vintage blue and white, and there's also red and white teapots. We have transferred outside here in our patio overlooking our garden because we are presenting this antique teapots from England. These ones, they are in peach or blush colors, and these are all antique. Okay, this one, it comes with a stand. See, it has a stand, and this is from, we are going to check for it's from Crown Devon Fieldings. Crown Devon Fieldings, and the pattern is called Spring. Now I'm going to talk about some history of Crown Devon Fieldings. Okay, it bears the mark SF and Company, England, and the pattern is called Spring. It has serial number, and the back stamp has a crown, and then Crown Devon Fieldings, the text, which is circa 1891 to 1913. So this particular teapot, or yes, line of teapot, SF Fieldings from Royal Crown Devon. Is from 1891 to 1913. It was manufactured circa 1891 to 1913. So this is very antique. But see, look, it is in perfect preserved condition. Yes, the inside is clean and very shiny. This teapot is in superbly preserved condition. All right, and then there's another shape here, and it's also from Crown Devon Fieldings. Yes, and it's also in the spring pattern, but it's in different shape. Look at the shape. And this is a lot heavier. This is the pattern. Okay, and it's also in superbly preserved condition. It's perfect. So the based on my research, the stamp is, this has been manufactured from 1913 onwards. It bears the name Royal Crown Devon. These teapots, these antique teapots, come with this blush or peach cake tray. This is about 8 inches across. The diameter is about 8 inches, and the pattern, look, it's a spring with the stand. It's quite heavy. And the dessert plates. Look, wait, I don't have teacups for them, sadly. So this is Crown Devon Fieldings with spring with the serial number. So I have 4 of this, and the cake tray. This cake tray with beautiful painting of roses and fluted rims, scalloped rims, and fluted border with the, look at that stand there. We need to clean this up. And also scalloped. It is from SF and Company England, Royal Fieldings also, and it's called Royal Devon. It's SF and Company England, Royal Devon, and it bears the crown back stamp. So this is from the circa 1891 to 1913. It's also very antique. You know, if you are not a finicky teacup collector or fine bone china collector, this will be perfect for your collection. Me, I am not so finicky. If it is vintage or antique, of course I give allowances to. Of course there will be no super perfect gold gilding if it is antique, you know, and maybe there will be some scratches, some just a little bit of imperfections, because come on, they are antique. So if they are in excellent or perfect condition, like new, well, they are not antique. So I am not so finicky like that when it comes to my collecting. And this antique and exquisite teapot is from Royal Crown Ducal, and the pattern is called Avis. Avis, you know, the bird. Yeah, that one. This is the stand. These are just so gorgeous because they come with their stands, you know. And this is Royal Crown Ducal Avis. All right. This one. This is the front. It features the Avis bird there, and the stand as well. Now, this teapot is free from any chips or cracks or hairline, but it does have some underglaze crazing. It's clean crazing because apparently this has not been used but only displayed. Okay, so it has not been used, but it has developed crazing through the years because it's antique. So this is Royal Crown Ducal, and the back stamp is a crown with a crown on top, and then there is a the ducal on a ribbon, and it is from circa 1915 to 1929. All right, this one is a cake stand, cake pedestal from Crown Devon Fieldings. It's also antique. Crown Devon Fieldings. Oh, all right, it's not perfect. The gold gilding has almost gone, but here at the bottom, the gold gilding is still intact. It is embossed. It is scalloped with fluted rims all around. I have 2 pieces of this. It's in blush and green. So you can mix and match these teapots with their cake pedestals. Anyone who collects English fine bone china and teapots and teacups, you know, they know this. Of course, this is Sadler, England, vintage Sadler. It's the barrel shape, and I don't have the sugar and creamer for this. It's very clean inside. You know, the Sadler teapot is known to develop crazing over time, but this one, fortunately, it doesn't have visible crazing, and the design is this. It's musical. They are playing music in salon like that, you know, Victorian ladies and the gentlemen. Okay, with the ribbon on top. This is another Sadler England teapot. It's perfect white with very light pink florals over here, and an embossed design. So the design is front and back. So you can mix and match if you are needing a teapot for your teacups that are they will not clash on the design and color. This one will be perfect for pink teapots or the floral teapots with pink flowers. This one is a small cube Sadler teapot. It's small, maybe 2 teacups capacity. So it is lined with gold, embossed gold and florals. It is very clean inside and out, although there is just a very fine crazing, but inside it's really very clean. It has not been used. So this is called the cube Sadler teapot. This is a unique shaped Sadler England. It's also vintage, and look at that mouth. It's a very thick gold band, and the lid is embossed in gold. It's also clean inside. There's a fine crazing, which is very inherent to Sadler teapots, but it's clean crazing, fine crazing. So this is footed teapot, and the design is all around. It has embossed accent. All right, so on a very light cream, almost off-white background. So you can use this teapot for your teacups that have florals like red roses on white or off-white background. Now this is a small Ainsley teapot in the crocus shape. I like the crocus shape of Ainsley. It's quite expensive, this crocus shape, and it's hard to find. It's quite rare. So I think I'm keeping this small teapot because I think I have a teacup and saucer of the same pattern, the same design. So this one is Ainsley in the crocus shape. This is vintage James Kent Fenton, and the pattern is called the Crinoline Lady. This is a small teapot with the chintz design featuring the crinoline lady. And the shape is square like that. It's like cube. All right. And it's also very clean, looks unused. And the gold chintz and gold gilding is very intact. This is another Sadler teapot, and it is called Victoria. This is a newer design or pattern. It's called Victoria. It's so cute. Maybe you can put in here up to 4 teacups, 4 teacup capacity. Sadler, England, Victoria pattern. This is just a partial presentation of my fine bone china haul from the United Kingdom, but I do hope that you enjoyed watching this presentation of this fine collection from England. These pieces will be uploaded on my online store, Zoe Home Inspired Living. Thank you so much for watching, and I do hope that you will subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell to never miss a post. God bless you.